Hi, I'm Jan from Bob Boutique, and today I thought I'd show you something different. I've made this poppy. I've designed a template for it, and I think once you've made quite a few of them, which I did last year, and put them in a vase, they look lovely on Remembrance Day or Remembrance Weekend. So I'll show you how I made them. First of all, you'll need some basic craft wire or floristry wire. You'll need a small pair of pliers and a small pair of wire cutters. You'll need your template piece, which consists of a round circle for your black inner part, a large petal and a smaller petal. And then you're going to need some red felt and black felt. So I'm just going to start tracing these out now, these pieces, and I'll come back to you. So as you can see, I've traced out my pattern pieces. I've done 4 big petals and 3 small petals. And we only need 1 in a circle. So I'm going to start cutting out now. So as you can see, I've cut my pieces out. Now, when it comes to this line in the middle, what we want to do is just snip up the centre with your scissors. Like so. Turn them all the right way round so you can't see any of your pencil markings. And next, what we need to do, sorry about that, we need to get your glue gun, and where you've snipped it like that, you just need to put a small amount of glue on one side and bring the overlap of the other side onto it and just glue it. Hold it for a few seconds, glue it into position, and that leaves you with an indent in your leaf. All you need to do now is just snip away any excess glue and leave it to dry. So let's see that again. Tiny bit of glue, overlap, hold it into position. It kind of gives a bit of depth to the petal. Leave that bit of glue, leave it to dry. Next, what we want to do is take our circle and we just want to cut into it in little snips. Try and make them as equal as you possibly can all the way around. And then with one point of your scissors, just make a little hole in the centre, and then another hole just a couple of millimetres away from the first hole. I don't think you can see them, but I'll try to point them out to you. One there and one there. Next, you need to take your crafting wire, and this is where we're going to start to make the stem. So what you need to do is determine how long you would like your flower to stand. I have made shorter ones like this one, but so it all depends, I think, on what your vase is going to be like, but I do think you get more effect when they're stood on long stems. So I've undone my wire, and I'm going to make it probably about, I'm going to cut it around about, well, not cut it, fold it around about the 36cm mark. So there's 36cm. You want to bend it over, bring it back down, and then taking your wire cutters, you just want to snip it. So you should have a wire that looks like that. The next thing that we need to do is take one end of the wire, and on the hole, that one of the holes that you made earlier on your black part, you want to thread the end of the wire through. Then you need to get the second end and thread it through the second hole. Oops, had it then. There we go. That's it. That's through. Push your black part up to the top, like so. And then what you want to do is holding it with your thumb and finger there, to open it up and place a small blob of glue on it, and then close that one up like so. Then you need to put another small blob of glue on, and then fold it again into a quarter like so. Hold it in place for a few seconds. Next, what you want to do is just twist the top of your wires and then continue to twist them all the way down to the bottom. It's nearly at the end now. Once you get to the end, take your pliers and just twist the end over and in so that there's no sharp edges, and then go to the top of your black middle bit of the poppy and just tighten that loop up. And that's what it should be looking like. Once you've twisted your stem, it should be looking like this. You've glued the top together. What you need to do now is get some florist tape. You can order this off eBay. Now it's quite sticky, it feels a bit waxy. You want to start at this end here and you just want to twist the edge round like so, and then in a diagonal position you want to hold the ribbon diagonally and just keep twisting round the stem, or twisting the stem as you're holding the ribbon. Keep going. All the way up to the top. And then you just want to cut your ribbon and twist the last remaining part around the top until it sits in. That's it. So now your wire is now beginning to resemble a stem, like that. Earlier on we cut 4 large petals and we glued them and put them to one side to glue to set. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Just move that little bit of glue there. And then we've got 3 smaller petals. So we're going to start with the 3 small petals, gluing them to the top part here. What you want to do is where the petal has an indent, you want to put a small amount of glue, not too much, down there, and then just a little bit up on the side. You want to get your stem and you want to place it like so. You need to hold this firm for a few minutes. Once you're happy that it's set, you need to pick up your next petal, and again we want to put some glue down the centre, some on the side, now we want to overlap this petal here, hold it in place, bring the petal round, just hold it for a few seconds. Don't rush this bit of holding, because if you let go too soon and it's not quite dry, your petals will start to come apart and you'll see where the glue were on them. You can still see some glue not quite set. Right, now get your third small petal and do the same with that. So we want a tiny bit of glue in the centre, some coming out to the side. Now that one that we just placed, we want to overlap that one. Like so. Hold it in place for a few minutes. I'm just gently pressing down on the glue, so it should look a bit like this now. Next we're going to start on the big petals. So again, glue in the centre, a little bit out to the sides, and this time we're going to overlap this one, the third petal that you just put on. So I've overlapped it, hold it into place, just pressing the petals down onto the glue. Get your second big petal, a bit glue down the centre, a little bit up at the side, this time we need to overlap this last one that we just did. So place it on. Hold it into place. I can still see that it's not quite set there, so just give it a few more seconds. Now we need our third petal. Glue down the centre, up at the top, sides. Now that was our last petal layer that we did, so we want to overlap that one. Hold it into place. Now we're on to our final petal. Pop a bit of glue down the centre, a little bit up on the side. And again, that's our last petal that we put on. So we want to begin here at this edge, ensuring that it overlaps. I'm just holding it into place. Leave it just to dry for a few seconds. Now what I do is I cut some more forest tape. And I just start at the top there. Wrap the forestry tape around the base of the poppy petals. And then bring it back down onto the stem. Keep twisting your stem round. Nearly at the end now. That's it. And that's your next poppy done.